Hello everyone. So in the last video of the Java developer tutorials, we have came to know that we should go for a way like when we build the object here, right, at this very line, we may have to have particular variables or particular attributes to be initialized, right? So for example, if you are building a car, okay, that is happening exactly in this line. A new mycar object is instantiated. You may have to have few attributes to be customized at the very moment, okay, not setting up the wheels or colors after the object has been instantiated here. So for example, in the line number 8, if you see the line number 8 or line number, let's say line number 8, okay, let's remove this, hold on a second. If you see the line number 8, here we already have created the mycar object, but we don't have the wheels value to be set and color to be set. So if you do something in the line number 8, okay, with the mycar object, this mycar object now will not have its wheels or color to be set, but car has been created. So have you ever heard the car has been created without the wheels being set and the color is set? Is that possible? That is in real world not possible, right? Whenever the car is created, at the very moment the car is completed, it should have the wheels and the color, okay? So you cannot have a car without wheels and the color and tell the customer you can customize them later. No, we can let the customers to change that later, okay? But that initially we should give the wheels and the colors to the car when we create the car. So okay, so that is a problem. So what we have to do is we have to limit the scenario, okay? So in a way that when you are creating the car, you cannot create the car without the wheels and the color. So at the very moment you create the car, you should give the color and wheels as well, okay? So in the context of classes also, object also, you may be forced, or there may become a situation that when you create an object, at the very moment few fields to be there, few fields to be customized at the very moment, created at the very moment, or in other words, few attributes to be created at the very moment when you are building the object, rather than setting up them later, okay? So you have to force the user to do that, so that the user cannot do something like this without creating the attributes. So we should not let the user to create a new car without customizing or without creating the wheels and color at the very moment of creation. So here we are creating a car without creating those fields. So we should not let the user do this. So we should restrict the user in a way, hey man, when you are creating the car, you should give those values. You should set the wheels and the color. So how we can do is, there is a concept called constructor. So using constructor scenario, you can create that situation, okay? So how to do that? Let's have a look. Okay, so I will go to the car class and I'm going to write a separate constructor in the class. That constructor will restrict the user from creating randomly car objects, and it will ask, okay, when you are creating a car object, please go for wheels and colors at the very moment, so that when the car is completed, it will have the wheel and color. A car cannot exist without a wheel and color, okay? So how you do it is, I will explain now. So how do you write a constructor? So this is how you write a constructor. So let me write a constructor now, so that you can understand what I am going to do. So when you are creating a constructor, first you have to mention the class name, okay? So you will say car. So let's not add any public or such modifiers for the moment. We will come to that later. Now just create with the default modifiers, okay? If you don't understand, just don't worry. Just write car and write it like writing a method. So you know how to write a method, right? So the method name and the return type and blah blah things are there, but here we don't have the return type or anything. We just write the class name and two brackets, okay? Then you open a curly braces and close the curly braces. So whatever you want to write, you can write within the two curly braces, okay? Then you can consider it like a usual method, okay? So you can pass two parameters inside the constructor method, and then you can use them inside the constructor. So like normally, how do you pass two parameters inside the method? You can do like this, okay? So first thing we want to pass is the color, and then the wheels, okay, number of wheels. So I will first pass parameter string color. So I hope you know what I'm doing. So this is the basic method arguments we are passing, like, okay, we are passing the variables inside the method. That's what I'm doing. Only difference is here the method is constructor itself. Okay, string color, and you will say int wheels. Okay, then what you will do is you will when you are doing a setter methods, what did you do? You take the color value and you assign it to the main color, that means this global variable of the color of this class. The same thing now you are going to do. So you will say, okay, this is the constructor. When this constructor is being used, you have to pass two things. One is a string value, that is color, other thing is the integer value, that is wheels. So when you are passing those two things, what I will do is I will assign them to the original variables or the global variables of the class. Okay, so that the class or the object will hold those values at the instantiation itself. Okay, so what I will do is I will do like this. So these are the local variables that the user is going to give. So you can give different names also for these things. That is not a problem. Then you know how to assign the value. So you will say this dot color. That means this class color value is, please assign this color. Please make this class color value as the passed value. So the value I am passing inside this what do you call? You see, inside this method, the local value the user passing, right? It is highlighted here. Please assign this value to the this dot color. This dot color means what? The class global color value, the car's real color value. Okay, you understand what I am telling? So this dot color means this one. Okay, so then wheels also do the same. Okay, so it is like writing the two setters together. Okay, so this dot wheels is equal to wheels. Okay, so here you can notice this wheels means this wheels. So whatever the user passing values, this wheels means this wheels, the global value, that means the real attribute of the wheels, attribute of the class car class or car object. Okay, and the same goes with the color as well. Okay, so if you want, you can change the name is as well. You can say this is you don't need to see the color. You can say X and Y, that also no problem. Okay, X, because these values are being passed by the users, right? When they are creating the constructor, they are passing a color and the wheel number, so that will be assigned to the real color and the wheels of the car object. That's all we are doing. But to keep things simple, we are using the same name, wheels and what do you call color and wheels, but it doesn't make any difference. Okay, so this is a proper standard, but still remember these are two different things. So this color and this color have no connection in between them. Okay, those are two different things. You can make it X and Y as well. Okay, so you understand that thing I already explained you in the setter scenario as well. Okay, so now what you do is you simply create a setter here, so that when you are building a car object, you have no option rather than passing these two variables. Okay, I will save this car object first, car class first. Anyway, I still have this setters value, so that you can later also change the color and wheels. Okay, so that is not a problem. If you want to change the car's color after you bought it, you can paint it, right? So like that. Wheels you cannot change, but anyway I am keeping it for the moment. Let's keep it for the moment. We will remove that later. So okay, so you have created the object. So the only thing or difference is I am just setting those two values, but what I am trying to do is when I create a constructor in the class, I cannot create a car object anywhere without using this constructor. If you don't have a constructor, you can just create a car object like this. Yes or no? Yes. But since I have created a constructor here, now with the same name, see how did the class finds out this is the constructor, because this has the same name of the class name, car. See, so if you create like this, there's a compulsory situation created that you cannot create a car object without using the constructor. You understand? So guys, follow me up in the next video. It's almost 10 minutes. Just follow me up. I will follow from here in the next video, guys.